Alright, first, let's review how you find the mean of a set of numbers. Colin, help us out. What do we do? Good. So we're going to add them up, and then we're going to take the sum. That's the answer to an addition problem. We're going to take the sum divided by the amount of numbers we have. So you're allowed to use a calculator. How important do you think it is that you put the numbers in correctly? Pretty important, right? So be very careful when you're putting the numbers in, that you're taking your time and you're double checking that you're really putting the numbers in correctly, because your calculator is not going to make a mistake, but it's possible that you make a mistake putting it in there. So when you add these together, what did you get for your sum? 126 is the sum. Good. How many numbers do we have? 7. So we are going to take 126 divided by 7, and it is 18. And that is our answer. Alright, so now that we've reviewed how to find the mean, this question is similar to the question that you will have on the CQA. And it says, Team A scores, Team B scores. Select a word phrase that makes the following statement true. The mean score of Team A is blank Team B, equal to, greater than, or less than. In order to be able to compare them, what do we need to do first? We need to find the mean of Team A, we need to find the mean of Team B, and then we can compare them, okay? So let's look at Team A first. Let's add all the scores up for Team A. I got 171 also. And we're dividing that by 6. It's okay to end up with a decimal number. Just write it down. Remember, we just want to be able to compare our number to Team B's number. Okay? So Team A is 28.5. Now I'm going to do Team B, which is completely separate from Team A. So I'm going to clear out my calculator and add up for Team B. The sum is 189. And I'm dividing that also by 6. 31.5. So the mean score of Team A, 28.5, is less than Team B, which is 31.5. Very good. So less than would be our choice. All right, any questions about how you would do a problem like this? Shouldn't be too bad, right? You all have been finding the mean for a long time. All right, now let's practice with finding the median. How do you find the median? Very good. You have to put the numbers in order from least to greatest, and then you are going to find that middle number. So let's do that. Let's put the numbers in order from least to greatest. See, we have a 10, 15, Alright. A lot of people, when they're finding the middle number, they like to cross one off the front, cross one off the back. Cross one off the front, cross one off the back. Cross one off the front, cross one off the back. There it is, 18. So there's our median. So now that we've reviewed that, similar type of wording here, but we have to read carefully. So there's that attention to detail thing. We have to read carefully. The median score of Team A is blank Team B. So again, we have to find the median of Team A. We need to find the median of Team B. So let's do that. Let's order them. perfect. All right, the median of that is 30. I'm going to go down here and say Team A is 30. Now I'm going to do Team B, 21. 28. Okay, good deal. And the median there is 29. So we can say the median score of Team A is greater than Team B. Okay, greater than. Make sense on that? All right, the last thing that I want to review with you are your box and whisker plots, So we've spent some time making them. You're not going to have to make one, but you're going to need to know what the numbers represent. So let's look at this here. Do you remember what this point is, the smallest point? You remember what that's called? Very good, lower extreme. So the highest point down there would be the upper extreme. So again, the smallest number is your lower extreme, the highest number is your upper extreme. Then we have our box. So where our box starts is the lower quartile, and where our box ends is our upper quartile, or some people like to call it the higher quartile. All right, what is this last dot here? You would think median because it's in the middle, but it is the mean. It is the mean. Okay? It's the mean. So we've talked about that each section's like 25% of the data. Okay? Very important that you know the mean is inside of the box. The mean is inside of the box. How do you find range? Like back when you learned, whoops, I shouldn't have gone that far. Back when you learned about mean, median, and mode and range, how do you find range? Good. So range would be the highest number, which is the upper extreme, minus the lower extreme. And the bigger the distance between the higher extreme and the lower extreme, the more the numbers vary, the different they are. Okay? All right, so now that we've reviewed that, let's look at this example. I pulled this example right off of IXL. It says the school newspaper is writing an article asking students how much weekly reading they have assigned in 2 classes. These box and whisker plots show the results. So we have class 1 on top, class 2 on the bottom. What is the mean amount of pages read by class number 1? So again, attention to detail, mean, class number 1. So I am only looking at the top box and whisker. Where is the mean located? In the middle of the box, or towards the center of the box. So I need to know what is that number on the number line. 75. Very good. Okay. So this class number 2, none of that mattered for this question. It was just there kind of to confuse you. So only looking at class number 1 in the middle of that box. Which set of data, this is 2 burger places, Arcadia Burgers and Kingwood Burgers. How many burgers they serve in a day. Which set of data has the greatest variance in burgers served? What do you think, Josh? Can you say why? Good. The lower extreme is lower, and the upper extreme is higher than the other place. So there is a bigger range, larger range of numbers. The next question is basically going to ask you why, and it's going to give you some possible answers. Did we choose Arcadia because of the mean? Did we choose Arcadia because the range is a small number, a low number? Did we choose Arcadia because the box is longer and the range is greater? Yes. Did we choose Arcadia because the numbers are close together? No. Okay? So the mean doesn't even matter. But the range being smaller and the numbers being closer together, that would mean that they didn't have a very big variance. Okay? All right, that is it for our review. So now I'm going to give back to you your answer worksheet, and you will be able to finish out your CQA. Hopefully you can get that finished today. I do have the notes from all sections on the website, so if you were ever absent, you can look back to them. But again, we need to get all 20 questions answered and submitted, hopefully in the next 15 minutes.